Hello, water signs. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to take a look into the cards and see what's in store for you for the last 2 weeks of June. We're going to see if there's any insight or guidance that's coming through that will be of assistance to you. This is for water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in any of those placements in your chart, this reading could be for you. If this reading does not resonate with you, throw it out the window. It was not meant for you. I'm sorry about that. But if it did resonate with you, then guys, please help a girl out, support the channel. YouTube's been doing some funny stuff on my channel for the last 6 weeks, and I know there's a huge purge going on, but yeah, they've really been doing, like, excuse my French, but there's some fuckery going on my channel. It's like complete contrast to what it's been in the last few months. So if you do resonate and you want to support my work, hey, one of the easiest ways you could do it is like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. What else? Oh yeah, you guys, if you want your own personal reading, all that information is in the description below. I also offer coaching and tarot combos if you want to get some more guidance through the messages that come through. Water signs, let's take a look, see what's in store for you for the last 2 weeks of June. Some messages that have already been kind of coming in is I do believe that there is some sort of new clarity or a decision being made going forward for you that has to do with some sort of like your dream. It has to do with your dream, and there's some sort of courage to take this action, or it's giving you courage, something like that. That's kind of been coming through already, but it may have nothing to do with the reading coming through. It may just be a specific message for some of you out there, but clarity is coming in, and it's pertaining to your dream, and it's going to give you the courage to move forward. Okay, water signs, let's take a look and see what's in store for you for the last 2 weeks of June. All right, we're doing things a little different here, water signs. I'm going to be looking into my astrological deck here. It's a little mini oracle. I want to see what planetary energies are influencing my water signs for the last 2 weeks of June. What planetary energies are influencing them, or important for them to pay attention to? Whoa, okay, whoa. Oh my, okay. So, air signs got this one. There's 12 cards here that I'm working with, so it's not a surprise to me that one has come up twice here. But I will say this. I was shuffling your sacred geometry cards, which I'm going to pull next from, and divine feminine energy frequency popped out. And so you have Venus. The planetary influence of Venus is going to be affecting you, water signs, for the last 2 weeks of June. So this is the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Very feminine energy. We think about Venus and Mars. I will say earth signs got Mars. And so this may, if there's a complementary energy here, the earth signs video might be a benefit. But it also, like, Venus came out in the air signs. So anyway, let's take a look into the frequency, my sacred geometry deck here, to find out what frequency is working with this as well. You know, Venus is a very feminine energy. It's all about, this is about nurturing things. It's the love. It's all about the love with Venus. So this could pertain to self-love. It could pertain to relationship for you, this reading. But there's also this, it feeds, and Venus also rules, you know, the material world as well, in a sense of what are your desires here materially, and I know there's always like a negative connotation that goes along with material, like, but I mean, it could be your home, like it could be things that are material, like 3D, like it's 3D, anything in the 3D here that is really kind of making you feel abundant. Whoa, okay. this one completely. Oh, interesting. Okay. We have the energy or the frequency of integration. So the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So this integration, when you speak about the positive and the negative, that's the masculine and the feminine, for some of you, though, this is going to be about integrating your feminine energy. This also could be about integrating two people together in relationship, is what I just heard. For any of you who are either in a tough place in your relationship, or you're single and you're dating someone, or you just met someone. But also, I'm also getting a strong sense for you water signs that this is also about the parts of you that you value and integrating those for a higher sense of self-worth here. Bringing in the parts of you that you didn't like or you didn't think were of value, but now you're starting to shift your perspective and seeing the blessings in them. I'm getting a sense that that's kind of coming through. We're going to take a look into my Faerie Oracle and find out what central energy, what's going to be the central energy here for the tarot's part of the spread. What's the central energy for the tarot for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? I was just about to say Venus. Oh, that one flew out. Oh, okay. We have Tome the Poet. Okay. I'm going to go into the book for this one. I haven't had to go into the book, but I really want, I'm feeling like there is a specific message in here for you water signs. Yes. Okay. Remember, I told you at the beginning, before we even went into the cards, I got the sense of that someone's going to be finally getting a lot of clarity or able to make a decision on something that has to do with their dream and give them the courage to move forward. Clear sight, poetry, erotic energy, water signs, laughter, and not getting too serious. Oh, not getting into serious mischief. Interesting. Let me just sit with that for a second. Okay, so already this card has a very soft energy about it, which coincides with the Venus card. But let me just see if there is a message in here. Let's see. Okay. When he shows up in a reading, when this card shows up in a reading, he suggests kind of playful energy, like a youthful spirit, and a lot of youthful energy. So like a childlike energy kind of coming through, but not immature, just childlike excitement. Yeah, this is the time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to do, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have the time or energy. Okay, for many of you who are really into writing, you have like some sort of inclination towards writing. This may be very specific to you, but I also am getting a sense that for some of you, there's you may want to be journaling stuff from your meditations or journaling things that are happening in your life, whether it's seeing certain synchronicities, or spirit may be talking to you in many different ways, like you're receiving messages. Maybe it's through conversation, maybe it's through witnessing something. I'm feeling like writing is going to be important for you water signs. This also, okay, this card also presents when you are ready for romance. And like I said, I'm getting a sense that there is some sort of coupling happening here, whether it's for those of you who are in relationship, that it's either if the relationship's already underway and it's been a while, that there's some sort of new energy here, like some not so serious, but very like a birthing a new childlike energy, like that excitement of the beginning phases of things kind of coming back in. And then for those of you who are kind of single, you may be meeting someone or you've just met someone, and it's bringing in this, it's the exciting phase of kind of coming through, and it's really fulfilling some desires for many of you water signs. Like there's a lot of desire here, or desire is becoming very important, or it's coming to the forefront of your mind. I just want to see if there's anything else in here that I really want to. Okay, so this also is about not taking things so seriously, being able to laugh at yourself, laugh at others. Like it's just this kind of like, you know, that kind of childlike energy of not taking things so seriously. But also don't get yourself into too much mischief. But clarity coming through. And I believe the clarity is coming through because you're integrating the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, or you're integrating the parts of you that you like or you love and the other parts of you that you didn't like. And you're starting to really work them together. You're integrating them. They're coming together very cohesively. That's in a very fulfilling way, that is creating a high sense of self-value within you. Oh, what am I doing? No, I don't want this deck. So let's go into the tarot here. So for my water signs, what information, what messages do you have here to bring us some further insight? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups coming in. So this energy of, there's an action here of love. This is beautiful. There's so much love coming through here for you, water signs. Like, I'm really getting a sense of relationship here. Like there's, someone wants to offer you their cup of love. And I also am getting a sense that this person is very, romantic. There's some sort of romantic gesture being made, or perhaps you're the one making a romantic gesture. But this also, if it's not relationship for you, that it's like this Knight of Cups coming in, like holding this cup up. Okay, when it's holding the cup up here, it's almost like you're giving a cup to yourself, like because you're starting to really see your self-worth. It's like you are offering yourself something, like you're feeding, you're nurturing yourself. It's almost like you're really getting good at this giving to yourself energy. You're also seeing the beauty within you. Like it's almost like you're, with this Knight of Cups too, for those of you that you're really starting to understand your self-worth and self-value here in the earth. It's like you're holding this cup up in a way of like you're admiring your worth. It's almost like you're beginning to really admire yourself and the work that you've been putting in to really see your own beauty. Really see your own beauty. And when I'm saying this, it's not like you're holding up your own worth to like from an egotistical way. Like you're really seeing the absolute beauty of you. Okay, so do we have any other cards here? Any other messages for water signs? I also just heard like you're gonna stop someone dead in their tracks. So 8 of Cups in reverse. For this card in particular, okay, I'm getting that this reversal is more in line with it's internalized. This Eight of Cups is referring to an internalization of walking away from the parts of you that are no longer, like, it's almost like you're walking away from this idea of like again, it's the broken parts of you or the parts that you don't think are worthy. But I get a sense that it's not so much that you're walking away from those parts, but you're walking away from that belief that you're not worthy and that they're not a good part of you. Like, you're walking away from that, or you're starting to shift your perception away from that, because you're learning to integrate them. You're really learning to integrate that through this idea of love. Okay, Venus is very much an energy of love. She's the goddess of love, and there's been a lot of nurturing and healing going on here for you. I'm also getting a sense for those of you who are in relationship or you're about to engage in some sort of romantic new beginning, that it's happening because you're starting to embrace all of you. You're really embracing all the aspects of yourself. Like, you're not turning away from the parts of you that you want to pretend are not there. You're really learning to just love all of you. And that's showing up in your world now, where you're going to be, I sense that if you're meeting someone, if this is for those of you who you might be meeting someone new, or you've just met someone new, it's because you've done this work. They're a reflection of the work you've done internally. Yeah, and as I'm saying that, we have the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords in reverse. So you've done a lot of, there's been a lot of internal work happening here. You've taken some time out for yourself. There's been some sort of like needing to go inward, resting, recharging, meditation, to release some of the Five of Swords here. I believe it's just it's the negative speak about yourself. It's the chatter. It's that subconscious voice that, from the old, like the program beliefs that we grow up learning through so many different relationships, our family, media, things like that you've done a lot of work to move beyond this, and it's been a lot of internal work. I'm with the Venus energy here and Town the poet, it's got this soft energy. There's a soft energy here. It's soft, but there's also like a desire, like there's a passion, there's a romanticism here. Okay, let's find other messages here for water signs. Oh my gosh. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Water signs. This is huge. We have three cards that come out together. You have the World, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Okay. First of all, whatever's going on in the last 2 weeks of June, you are feeling like you are on top of the world. I'm really picking that up right now from the World card. But I'm also getting, okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles here too, that is, this is all like speaking to the integration card. This is speaking to the integration of balancing things out, really seeing the positive and the negative and weighing them so that they're even with one another. There's a lot of like with, it's just balancing the scales. And then we have the Hierophant right after, which, okay, so for some of you, this is going to be a very, there's a lot of relationship energy that's kind of coming through here. And I don't typically read for relationship, but it's coming through very strongly. You guys, okay, so I told you, I heard before, you're going to stop someone in their tracks. Like you are someone's world here. Like you are someone's absolute world. And if this is the case, it's because you've been able to find this balance. There's a great balance here between you and this other person, and it's going to lead to a very long-lasting relationship or deep commitment here for whatever the purposes are. For some of you, though, this is also going to be a very deep learning experience of higher learning too. There's going to be a lot of wisdom coming forth. The Hierophant's actually come out in almost every reading. It's come out in 3 readings now. For some of you, there's going to be a mentoring aspect here where you are someone's world, and because they look up to you, you're going to be their mentor too. Okay, this may be a relationship, it may not for those of you, but there's this idea of mentorship coming in here. And it's because you've done so much work on balancing the scales within yourself, and really doing this integration work, that you actually get to open up the doors to someone else's world for them. Okay, so going beyond like the romantic aspect of these 3 cards, for some of you, this is you're actually going to be blowing the doors open for someone's world, so helping them see their world in a new way through the balancing information the balancing of your own scales that you've been able to do, the higher learning you've received, all that information is going to now be of much benefit to this other person. And because there's this idea of like, whoa, you just like got someone's attention. Like you really get someone's attention here. And they're just like all about you. Like they're really all about you. Could be romantic, could not. B, take it as it applies for your situation. But again, don't underestimate the work that you've done, water signs, because I'm getting the sense of like you're finally going to be seeing the fruits of your labor. Do you have any final messages here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because you're being seen as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is she's very seductive. And don't take this as like you must be a woman in order. Like this, no gender here. But you are being seen as like this very seductive, enticing, or like you're presenting with that energy. And it's okay. It's like you're luring someone in, but you're not trying to. It's just your natural essence is coming through. Like this Venus energy is really kind of pulling someone in towards you, or it's pulling in a situation or an outcome towards you that's very beneficial to you, or you're going to be like expanding it, like I said, blowing the doors open and opening the world for it. You also are holding the energy of like, because you've done a lot of this inner work, you really know what you want. You really are starting to be seeing your own value here. And as a result, more success is coming in for you through this integration and balancing of the scales. The world is a very victorious card as well. There's a lot of victory energy here. And this Queen of Wands too, I'm getting that sense of victory of like, you know how to achieve this. Like, you know exactly what you need to do, and you're not afraid to go after it. Like, that's the energy you're having or you're presenting with. Okay, one final message here for water signs. Whew, I just heard you are too hot to handle, water signs. Too hot to handle the last 2 weeks of June. but someone is wearing their gloves and they are ready to like take you on. Like, it's so cute. I'm seeing someone like put it on their like oven mitts or like fire mitts or something, and they're just ready to like fully like grab onto you, like take you in. And they're not afraid of like, it's almost like someone's like entranced by the fire, like the fire energy that you're kind of presenting with. It's like they're getting pulled in like that moth to a flame. Yeah, it's that moth to a flame kind of energy. Oh my gosh, my throat's starting to hurt because you guys are my last reading, and my throat's starting to go, my voice. Okay, last message here for my water signs. What do we got for them? Closing out this reading, at least the tarot aspect. Yeah, okay. Page of Swords. Okay, there is some sort of message of clarity, of truth. Like I said in the beginning, it pertains to dreams coming true. It pertains to the love of a lifetime. It pertains to, and that love of a lifetime could be romantic. It could also like just pertain to like one of your loves of a dream, like something you've been, it would just completely fill you up. You're getting some sort of clarity. There's a message that comes in, or you receive some sort of information that gives you more clarity on this issue, or you're bringing in information for someone else. Like you're giving them some sort of message here of clarity or information, getting ready to make a decision, helping someone make a decision. Also, this Page of Swords is kind of very similar to the Talon the Poet in a way, because it pertains to writing, and this is a very like communicative energy, like the mental energy of the Page of Swords that there may be like some sort of like notes or letters that you'll be receiving, emails. For some of you, they're going to be like little messages of love. It could be a text message or something like that. But yeah, okay. Let's go into my Moon Oracle. I want to can we have one final message here for water signs for the last 2 weeks of June? Final message here for water signs from my Moon Oracle. Okay. Yeah. Confidence is your key to success, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, specifically for the confidence is your key to success. With the new moon in Leo, with it being a new moon in Leo card, I'm just getting a sense of they want me to tell you guys that make sure that you allow your confidence to come through, especially as you head into July. Okay, because I know that towards July, the end of July, we enter Leo season, but your confidence is going to be your key to success. You're going to be working on something that's going to really start to manifest within that time. It could be this relationship, but it could just be you really building your own self-worth so that it starts to take effect in new ways come mid-July-ish. Yeah, so water signs. You are on fire. I know you're water signs, but you are on fire for the last 2 weeks of June. It may actually, I have to say, it may come in a little slow at the beginning. Like it may come in a little slow, but then I feel like it's going to like burst open is what I'm kind of picking up. So be prepared. You're definitely making an impact. You're definitely making an impact at the end of June. Whoever this is pertaining to, whoever this reading is for, you are making an impact, and people are taking notice. And so whether it's in your job, whether this is in a relationship, maybe it's with family and friends, but maybe it's the universe. But you're grabbing someone's attention. They're standing up and going, oh, hello. Awesome energy, water signs. If you guys need your own personal reading, all that information is in the description below. I love you, water signs. I will be back with you all very soon.